We're at Confederation College. It's a little quiet right now. We're here with President Jim Matter, and we're 3 weeks out from school starting.
Yep, it's going to be exciting. Our cafeteria right now is quite quiet, but in 3 weeks from now, we'll have 4,000 people on campus.
Now, the college gets students from all over the world.
We do. Again, we think of ourselves as a Northwestern college, and we bring people certainly throughout all of that region of Northwestern Ontario. But we'll get more than 300 students this year from international locations, 18 different countries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how far away are people coming to Confederation College from?
Well, sometimes they come in terms of distance. Kerala, the southern part of India, is a popular place for us to attract students, but literally from around the world. Some of our students arrive in the middle of winter, and from them, it isn't so much the distance, but they've gone from plus 30 degrees at home to minus 30 degrees,
Yep.
right? There's pretty dramatic change.
You probably see them right away into the clothing store for the warmest jacket they can find.
Well, absolutely, and they actually try to shrink in size. They just try to be as small as possible so that they can actually warm up.
Now, Confederation College is trying to partner with the City of Thunder Bay on a residence for the college.
We're looking to the City of Thunder Bay to provide us a grant in lieu of the taxes that we normally paid by a private developer who's developing that type of residence, yes.
Now, how many residences are you looking at for this new facility?
Well, ultimately 4 buildings, 64 students in each, and the initial 2 would be built initially, so 128 students.
Wow. Now, there's a benefit to the City of Thunder Bay, of course, if you get hundreds of students that are coming from around the world. But what's the real need for the residents? Is it our hot housing market that means there's nowhere to live for a lot of people?
Well, I'll quote one of my students, international students, who said it was a Herculean task to find accommodation in Thunder Bay. Our unemployment rate continues to be very, very low. That brings more people into the city. There's even less accommodation than there's been in the past. And as a result, our students sometimes get into places which are really not appropriate for them to be in. So this provides another alternative. And again, I think some of our existing students would be in this type of accommodation, but it will actually attract more students as well. When we show a picture of this accommodation, and we have some pictures we can share here as we go through this, people around the world go, gee, yeah, great place for my son and daughter to go. So I think it will increase our number of students as well.
And of course, for an economic argument, if you get 300-400 students coming to Thunder Bay from around the world, that helps the college, but it also helps all the local businesses as well.
Well, very much. Just through their tuition and support and their books costs, that's $10,000 that comes into our community. On top of that, there's the residents and their food costs, which come into our community as well. And then those dollars pass through our community over a period of time. So every student that's here is at least $10,000 additional dollars that are coming into our community. Realistically, probably $15,000 each student.
It's always expensive to go to school and get a good education. How do you find, as you're getting students from around the world? Yesterday there was some warnings in Thunder Bay about a black bear in Westford.
Right.
Here at Confederation College, I've been here and seen deer,
Right.
bears, beavers. It must be an interesting experience for some urbanite from a major urban center in the world.
Well, it is quite fun when people say, so we're the bears, on the other hand, and you look out here, and yes, we do have deer, and deer are quite commonly seen on our campus. Occasionally, a bear that's here, and so then you have to make sure that they're quite, firm in terms of, no, they're quite rare, and here's what you do if you do see one.
Yeah.
But it is not a daily occurrence in order to see a bear here.
Now, as we go forward into the program with the city for a grant, what do you think that means for the city? Are you getting a good feel on this?
Well, I'm quite positive about it because we're currently not paying taxes. If in fact we could develop the facilities ourselves, we wouldn't pay taxes. In this way, we're going to add more students and more revenue to the city at the same time. And actually, we actually do pay a grant in lieu of taxes for every student that we have. So if we can actually maintain that number of students or increase the number of students by having this residence, it'll increase the revenue to the city as well. So I think it will pass. Quite optimistic.
Okay. I'm James with Net News Ledger, here with President Matter at Confederation College.